Take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial.
I want to say hi and thank you, TDF, for the experience. And it was a blast and honor to be part of this, and it was amazing. And
we enjoyed it a lot.
I did enjoy it a lot, and just thank you. And I hope the program keep increasing to other students.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
And the last, so thank you. Thank you for these 4 years, and I hope years and years and years more, because you guys are the wonder of this. And the last person I'd like to thank is Wendy, because Wendy believed something that I believe too, which is that art is not an amenity for the privileged. It's not some highfalutin extra thing that you should do when you can get around to it. Art is the essential expression of the human spirit. And the Open Doors program makes that, as they say, flesh. Thank you all so much for allowing me to be part of this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Moses Mayungbo. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a part of the 2010 Talent Unlimited Open Doors group. Being Nigerian, I was taught to be responsible for all my actions. The smallest actions can have the biggest repercussions. I was born and raised in South Jamaica, Queens. Joining TDF this year has been an incredible experience, most especially meeting my mentor, Bill Finn. He's quite a character. We learned to love and appreciate his blunt honesty. He has a real gift for making people laugh. Before the Open Doors experience, I had mixed feelings about the theater. I was worried it might be too sophisticated for me, and I might not understand a lot of the things that were going on. It would be a shame to see a great performance and not understand it in its entirety. I also felt that theater had this reputation for being only for the wealthy and for the old. Despite my feelings, I decided to apply to Open Doors program. I was curious, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that couldn't be taken for granted. Our first show was The Royal Family. When we arrived at the theater, the crowd seemed to be very old and gray. But you gotta give it to them. They were very lively during the performance. It was great to actually see them enjoy the show, just as much as we did. It made me feel like age didn't matter at all, because we were all here to experience the excitement of live theater. During this outing, I got a chance to sit next to my mentor, Bill Finn, and I will never forget it. We shared a pack of Sour Power straws, and it felt like I was at the movies with family and friends, enjoying all the good times we shared. After the show, Bill had good things to say about the performance, but he also didn't hesitate to tell us what he didn't care for. We all found this funny and surprising, but because the way he spoke with us was just hilarious. After seeing how comfortable it was, it made us all feel free and open with all our thoughts. Theater became something very personal for me after seeing Fela on Broadway. When I told my mom that I was going to see Fela, she started telling me stories about her childhood in Nigeria. She was such a huge fan of Fela and his music because he started a revolution. All of this was going through my head, and I couldn't wait to see it. Sitting in the audience, all I could think about was what an honor it was to see on stage for the first time in my life a show celebrating my culture and my country. I wish my parents were able to see it with me, but I'm going to take them with the TKTS gift certificates. So I didn't expect so many people in the audience to love and take pleasure in his music as much as I did. But this goes to show that theater knows no racial, cultural, or ethnic boundaries. The emperor...
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Goldbari. Ooh, this
is close. I'm 18 years old, and I just finished my freshman year of college. I sat in your very seats 2 years ago as a 2008 Open Doors graduate from Forest Hills High School. I was lucky to be a part of the incredible group led and mentored by the inspiring Tony Award-winning playwright Rachel Schenken, who I wish could be here tonight. I was born in Israel and raised in America, but my family's originally from Iran. This made raising a young woman in New York a difficult feat for my parents, especially one as stubborn and strong-willed as me. I always challenged my parents' authority. In my strict Jewish Persian culture, women don't often go to college, let alone leave the state to pursue an education. The men expect school to be subordinate to getting married and raising a family. But my mom wanted me to be different, to have a career and not be dependent on a husband. I followed that inspiration and decided that I wanted to be the one in command of my future. So I worked hard, and by the time I reached my junior year, I was excited to go to college. My dad's culture and his community pressured him not to let his only daughter go away for school. I was caught between respecting my family's traditional way of life and taking a chance at becoming the first independent woman in my family. This was also the time when I was introduced to Open Doors. At first, I thought the program was just a great way to be introduced to theater. But I quickly realized the impact of the post-performance discussions. Our group was small, but as you heard, passionate and loud. There was rarely a time we didn't end up yelling at each other over the message of the show. Open Doors provided us with a safe space to think and express our minds. In my Open Doors group, I felt a sense of community and understanding. I felt that I had a group of friends that supported my decision to go away to school. They let me define myself rather than allowing my culture to define me. But I was still so scared. What if I failed? What if going against my culture was a bad idea? I'll never forget our final Open Doors outing. One of my group members, Stephanie, talked about how our mentor, Rachel, and our TDF rep, Mariana, gave her the chance to see women outside of the traditional element. They are accomplished and extraordinary women whose motivation and inspiration showed her that she could do and be anything she wanted. I realized then the true gift that Open Doors had given me was the understanding that I was not alone in my fears and struggles. I ended the Open Doors experience still scared of going against my father and my culture, but I knew I would always have the supportive Open Doors community.